Okay, first video ever, using a phone, no editing software, just the phone, and here you go. Working on my 97 Mercedes S600 6-liter V12, same engine that they modified for the Pagani Zonda. Started out with a blown radiator, got that replaced, and figured I would do some other things, which has turned into obviously a very time-consuming job, trying to replace, don't mind my old Jeep here, what someone engineered themselves for the coolant junction in the back of the motor, which they did use the factory hoses and just cobbled up something. And it wasn't leaking, but I wanted it to be factory, which granted this is plastic, but it should last 100,000 miles. However, it is a pain in the butt to get to, because this little bit here is about 2 inches right there is the space I have to work in to get the old one out. And of course the bottom pipe there, the hose was stuck to it and I had to chip off a bunch of old rubber. But thankfully, at least up to 97, Mercedes made this piece removable here so you can get down in there, and this whole wiring loom rotates up out of the way, and I got that moved out of the way here. It covers this stuff here. So, and apparently whoever went in there the first time to put that other piece in there decided to break or cut this part of the outer firewall, and nice little quote-unquote pretty repair there. So still got, oh yeah, to get to that, I had to take the intake manifold off while I was in there. I cleaned it up. That's what this shirt's covering here, but got that ready to put back together there, and I'm kind of glad I did, because on the driver's side for America, the gasket, when I pulled that bracket off, I don't know what it's called, it had a lot of oil, and it came off very easily, so it's probably leaking somewhat. There's a lot of oil residue inside the intake too, so I don't know if it's I'll have to address that at some point. But once I get that buttoned up, I'm going to leave the intake off just to make things easier. I'm going to get a new thermostat, which goes right there, and a new water pump, only because I just don't know how old that one is. It could be original. Car has just a little over when I bought it, it had 99 and change. Yeah, I think it's got 103 now. I've put some miles on it. I've had it for a year. I already done a lot of transmission work to it, or not. I say a lot. I just replaced the conductor plate and redid the fluid. But once I get this done, the worst thing, the most difficult part, well, most expensive part I should say, crankshaft pulley. When I had the fan off there and I was flushing the system before I took the intake manifold off, I noticed the crankshaft pulley wobbling a smidge, or at least the outer part, so it looks like the rubber is starting to separate the two pieces. So I've got a new one of those, very difficult to find. In fact, heck, the coolant pipe connector here, when I ordered that from Mercedes, they said there was only 2 in the country. So I'm sure there's more in the rest of the world, but yeah, that crankshaft pulley, there's nowhere aftermarket. You can't get it aftermarket, and you have to get it straight from Mercedes. So get that taken care of. Clean some more of this up here. I was going to do valve cover gaskets, but they're not leaking. I thought they were, but the more I looked at it, it's actually the O-ring on the dipstick tube. And so I want to leave those, but somebody apparently, when they had this valve cover off, dropped it and knocked off this thing that holds on the little beauty cover. So that's it for now. I'm going to close this out. Appreciate you watching. If you do, if you got any questions, just put them in the comments. And first time working on a Mercedes, I did do the top end on that 318 there a few years ago, but I'm just a shade tree mechanic. Thanks for watching. Bye.